Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for today's Pilates flow. This is going to be a super quick flow using just a band. If you don't have a band, you absolutely don't have to use it, but it definitely adds a little bit more resistance. So let's get started. We're just going to take 3 deep breaths, so you can close your eyes, rest your hands in your lap. Give me a deep inhale through the nose and exhale it out through the mouth. One more deep inhale through the nose and exhale it out through the mouth. And last inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Float open those eyes, reach those arms over your head. And we're going to get started in a seated position, and I'd like you to put the band around those ankles and slowly lower it down onto your mat, lower back, middle back, and upper back, and adjust if you need. And I'd like there to be tension in that band. So open those legs about hips distance apart till you feel a lot of tension on that band. And rest those arms behind your head. And you're just going to lift it up out of the head, neck, and shoulders. And then lower it down an inch. So up an inch and down an inch, keeping that tension in the band. Inhaling as you come down. Exhaling as you come up. Give me 7 more right here. For 6, 5, 4, for 3, for 2, and on this last one, we're going to stay lifted out of that head, neck, and shoulders, and you're just going to lift that right leg up about 5 inches, and then that left leg up about 5 inches. And try to keep that lower back pressed into the mat this whole time. There shouldn't be much of a gap between your lower back and the mat. Give me 8 more each side. Just a little movement, and that left leg, and then that right leg. Make sure you're squeezing those legs really straight, pointing those toes, and lifting up through your lower core. Give me 5 more each side. For 4, for 3, 2, make sure you're breathing, and last one each side. And slowly lower that head down. You can roll that neck towards the right side and then towards that left, just to stretch out that neck and any tension you were holding in there. And from here, I'd like you to come into a tabletop position. You can bring those hands behind your head again. Make sure that core is plugged in, the lower back is imprinted into the mat. And we're just going to straighten the legs out into a 45-degree angle, pulse those legs out, come back into tabletop. Bring them straight out, pulse, and bring those legs back into tabletop. Give me 8 more. For 7. If this is hurting your neck, you can always calm down and lay that head on the mat. But feel free to lift it up for a little bit more of a challenge. For 4. Shaking already. For 3. Give me 2 more. And last one. Bring those knees in and hug those knees into the chest. You can roll it side to side, back and forth. And then with that band still around those ankles, we're going to come on to that left side body. You can rest that head in those hands. Top leg is going to be lifted. You can use that right arm to stabilize, and we're just going to do 10 pulses with that top leg right here for 10. 9, really squeezing that top leg and that bottom leg. Core is plugged in for 8. For 7. For 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Keep that leg lifted. And you're going to hover that bottom leg about an inch above the ground. And you're just going to pulse out on the band with both legs for 10. Ooh, I'm getting a cramp on that bottom foot. For 9. For 8. 7. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Rest those legs down. And then that top leg is going to come over into a slight bend, and that left bottom leg is pointed straight out. And from here, you're just going to pulse that bottom leg up and then pulse that top arm up. So 2 things here, bottom leg, top arm, just a little pulse, reaching towards those toes. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, for 2, and last one. Reach that arm, rest it down. We're going to come up and over onto that other side. Whew. Make sure you're breathing. It's really hot as I'm filming this. It's about 90 degrees, but it feels good. I need to get outside and I need to get a flow in. So I hope you do the same. So resting on that right side body, head in your hands. We're going to open up those legs and just pulse that top leg right here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold that leg at the top and hover that bottom leg about an inch above the ground, and you're just going to open up that band with both those legs right here. For 10, 9, 8, squeeze that core in. For 7, try not to rock back and forth. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Rest those legs down. Top leg comes over to a slight bend. And from here, you're just going to pulse that right leg at the bottom straight up and then reach towards those right toes. For 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Reach those arms and rest it down. Then I'd like you to move that band up around your thighs, so about the middle of your thighs. And you're just going to come onto those hands and come into a downward facing dog. Pedal those legs out. Put one heel towards the mat and straighten the other. Move those legs around, push those arms back, those shoulders back, and then roll it into a plank position. And from here, tap that left leg out to the side, and then that right. Core is plugged in. There's a little bit of a bend in those elbows. Give me 8 more. For 7, just a small movement of one leg out and then the other leg. That's the only thing moving. For these last 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, last one each side, and slowly lower it down, and then come into an upward facing dog. Deep breath, let it out. Look over that right shoulder, stretch out the right side, those right hips, and then look over that left shoulder and sit it back into a child's pose, knees together. Reach those arms forward, sway side to side. Slow that breathing down. And slowly walk those hands up, and you can come back into a seated position just like we started, taking that band off, putting it to the side. You can rest those hands in your lap. Close your eyes. We're just going to end with one deep grounding breath to just slow everything down. So give me a nice deep inhale through the nose. And hold it at the top for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale it out. float open those eyes, and I hope you enjoyed today's flow. I know I did. I am very sweaty, even though that was a quick 10 minutes. It's hot out here, but it felt so good to get some movement in. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.